Hello, nice to see you again. Welcome to our channel where we bring stories from the Bible to you. Today we will read and learn the story of Esther, a young Jewish woman who became the queen of Persia and saved her people from a genocide. You can also find the story in the Bible, specifically in the book of Esther. Before we begin, here's a fun fact about the story. It's the only story in the Hebrew Bible that doesn't mention God. However, many Jews believe that God still acted in history despite not being mentioned in the story. Let's get started with the characters. First, we have Esther. Her name was originally Hadassah, but after she became queen, she changed it to Esther. She is a young Jewish orphan who lives in the city of Shushan. She is beautiful and kind-hearted and becomes the queen of Persia after winning a beauty contest. Esther's cousin, Mordecai, takes care of her after her parents died. He is wise and protective of Esther and helps her to save her people. The evil character of the story is Haman. He is the king's right-hand man and is angry when Mordecai refuses to bow down to him. He convinces the king to make a law that allows anyone to kill any Jew on a specific day. This is an extreme example of bullying. Let's see why. In the beginning of the story, there was a king. His name was Ahasuerus. Some historians believe that this king was Xerxes I, who ruled the Persian Empire between 486 and 465 BC. But let me tell you a little secret. Historians cannot agree if this story really happened or if it is just a story meant to teach lessons to the Jewish people. Either way, it's an exciting story that teaches us about bravery, courage, and justice. This king had a wife called Vashti. One day he decided that he wanted to show off her beauty to his friends. He threw a huge party and invited all the important men in the kingdom. When the king showed Vashti to his guests, she refused to come and show herself to them. This made the king very angry, and he was especially angry at himself for letting his wife act like this. He didn't want anyone else to think that he wasn't in control. So he asked his friends, "What should I do to Vashti?" They said, "You must get rid of her. You need to send her away from the kingdom." And that is what he did. He was the most important man in the kingdom, except for the king. As the celebration continued, Haman became angrier and angrier. Why? Because Mordecai wouldn't bow down to him. In many countries, we have rules that say that we must respect older people. This means that younger people must show respect to those who are older than them. It's normal for older people to have more power. That's why when someone older asks you to show respect to them, you shouldn't refuse. But that's exactly what Mordecai did. He didn't bow down to Haman. Haman went straight to the king and told him lies about Mordecai. He said that Mordecai wasn't loyal to the king. He said that Mordecai was breaking the laws of the kingdom and that he wanted to be in charge. Again, these were all lies, but unfortunately, the king believed him. He told Haman to do whatever he needed to do to punish Mordecai. Then Haman did something terrible. He convinced the king to write a letter saying that everyone in the kingdom could kill any Jew on a certain day. Now imagine you hear that you have only one day to live. You don't know why, but your life will end tomorrow. You don't know who wants you dead, but you know that everyone around you could try to kill you tomorrow. How would you feel? Sad, scared, and alone. This is how the Jewish people felt when they heard Haman's plan. When Mordecai heard what Haman had done, he told Esther that she had to do something to save her people. He told her to tell the king that she was Jewish and to ask him to stop Haman's plan. But Esther was afraid. The punishment for approaching the king without being invited was death. She said to her cousin, "You want me to go to the king without being invited? If I do, my life will end. But if I don't, my people will be destroyed. I am afraid to do anything. What should I do?" Mordecai told her to do something that every person can do whenever they are afraid. He told her to pray. He told her to pray and ask God to help her. Then he told her that if God answered her prayer, she would know what to do. For the next few days, Esther didn't eat or drink. She spent all her time praying. On the third day, she made a plan. She decided that she would invite the king and Haman to a special dinner. I hope you enjoy listening to it as much as I enjoy reading it for you. If you like this story, please hit the like button. Also, remember that if you subscribe, you'll never miss out on any of our videos. Thanks for watching and see you soon.